welcome Pick-3 at a Glance family and first-time viewers. What we have here is the Pick-3 at a Glance Master Sheet explained. It's kind of for beginners that one don't know anything about Pick-3, and those of us that are veterans in it will basically help understand the Master Sheet and the 1-1 rundown and how it works. Basically, what you have for the 1-1 rundown, the 1-1 rundown is an algorithm or a strategy to try to find the number, in most cases, that's going to come in the next day. And what the rundown does with the strategy is try to lessen the pool of numbers that you have to choose from the 1,000 numbers to try to figure out what numbers that's going to come in the next day. There's no strategy or system out there that's going to show you what number is going to come in the next day out of the 1,000 numbers, the 1 in 1,000 odds, okay? Because your numbers that you're dealing with is from 000s to 999s. That gives you your 1,000 numbers, okay? And these rundowns here, like this 1-1-1 rundown, you can use any number here as a algorithm number, you would say, or a strategy to try to figure out what number is going to come in the next day out of these, between this 000s and this 999. Which, like I say, is not set up for you to win, but set up for you to lose. Because you got 1 in 1,000 odds of hitting those numbers. So what these rundowns do is try to lessen the numbers that you have to choose to win, and for the next day. Pick-3 at a Glance is a total different algorithm or strategy that you might call. What we do is track the actual 1,000 numbers, and we put them in columns of 22s with 22 specific numbers, which I call the base numbers. Okay? And these base numbers are designed so instead of having to go through looking at all 1,000 numbers, you looking at 22 columns with all 1,000 numbers in and marking off those numbers as they come in. Now, working with the law of average, as the numbers you mark off lessens the pool that you have to look at to play. Working with the law of average. So basically what you're doing, as you marking those numbers off those columns, you're building a pool of numbers that you can play that you actually know have not came in. Instead of trying to guess what numbers to play, you're looking at the actual 1,000 numbers. So how this works on the master sheet, like I said, the 1-1 rundown is a strategy. Rundowns are called strategies to use to try to figure out basically what number possibly could come in the next day, and also lessen the pool of numbers for you to have to play. All right? But the 1-1 rundown with the master sheet is the only one that you'll ever have to use, because out of these 1,000 numbers, they can change this number to anything. Some of the popular ones are 646, 317, 123, 567, 777. They can make this number anything they want to, except for 000s. Okay? So that's why it's important that you understand the 1-1 rundown and what it's used for. And as you go through YouTube and mature in the Pick-3 world, you'll realize what I'm saying, that they can change this number to be anything, and they do. Anything they feel that'll work. But this here, the 1-1 rundown, is so powerful because it works and all the numbers are in numerical order. And you don't have to guess because you're tracking all 1,000 numbers. So what we're going to do here is teach you how to use the 1-1 rundown. And how I do that let's say the winning number that came in for today, for example, is 876. All right? And with that 876, what you're going to do is add 1 to each one of these numbers here, straight down. So you add 1 to 8, you get 9. You add 1 to 9, you get 10. But you don't use the 1 in the lottery math, you use the 0 in the 1's place. And then you just count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. And when you get the 8 at the top and the 8 at the bottom, you know you added correctly. Same thing here. You're going to add 1 to the 7. You get 8. You add 1 to the 8. You get 9. And then you add 1 to the 9. You're going to get 10. But again, you're not going to use the 1. You just use a 0. And you count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's the 7 at the top, 7 at the bottom. You added correctly. Same here. You add 1 to the 6. You get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. And again, when you get to the 9, you know it's 10. You don't use the 1, you use a 0. And you just count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same number at the bottom. You got the top. That row is completed. All right? Okay. All right. So basically what you're doing is just adding 1. You're going to add 1 to the 8. You're going to go 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam, you're done. 1 to 7. 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're done. 6 to 7. You're going to go 1 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you just count straight down. Simple as that. That's why I use the 1-1 rundown, because it's the most effective. And like I said, this 876 is, say it was the winning number that came in for the day. That day. This is just an example. All right. Now, that's here. What we have is the master sheet right here. Take 22 numbers, and I took the 22 numbers and did this simple 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers. And that gave me all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. All right? Now, what you have here when you do the 1-1 rundown, the master sheet here, okay? And there's the sheet that has the 22 numbers with the 1-1 rundown. And these numbers here on top, with the 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, the 017, the 018, the 024, the 025, and 026, and the 027, and the 037, these are the base numbers for your single numbers. For your doubles, you start again with one, and there's 12 numbers, then in 12 columns, then you go 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, and then you go 011, 022, 033, 044. Okay? That's the 10 numbers of doubles. Okay? That gives you your 22 columns. Straights can come 6 different ways. Doubles can come 3 different ways. All right? Now, when you do the 1-1 rundown, on any number, any winning number here that comes in for that day, one of these base numbers will always be in that rundown. One of these base numbers here will always be in that rundown. It might not be in the same order as it is here. Just like here on the 876, you'll see that one of the base numbers in column 1 is 012. So here it is, 210. It's 012. You're going to go to column 1. You're going to find the 012. And when you go down column 1, there's your 678. Same number. Remember, these can come 6 different ways. Same number, but it's in a different formation because the 012 is different. Okay? 678 is just one of the ways that the number can come in out of the 6 different ways. So if you knew, it's going to take a little work to understand it, but it's very simple because every one of these numbers are in numerical order. And whenever you do the 1-1 rundown, like I said again, in any number, like this 012, which is a base number right here, will always be in that rundown in one of the formats. This 013 will always be in the rundown. This 014 will always be in the rundown. This 015 will always be in the rundown. This 016 will always be in the rundown. This 017, and so on. The same with the doubles. Will always be in that rundown. Okay? No matter what the number is, if you do the rundown on it that comes in, one of these, you're going to look for the base number. And when you find the base number, you're going to automatically know what column it's in. And you just go down and find it in the column. All right? And that's why you track. When you're marking the numbers off, as you're marking the numbers off, the numbers that left is the numbers you're looking at to play. Now for the next day, what you're going to be doing is accumulating data and a bucket list of numbers to play off your columns. Okay? So if you see a column here ain't hit, and you will start seeing columns that might not hit for 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. That gives you an actual picture of what's going on with all the 1,000 numbers, the straights and the doubles. You don't ever have to guess what's going on with those 1,000 numbers because it takes you 5 to 10 minutes, if that, every day to check them off. Okay? This is the master sheet. I'm basically getting you started on the master sheet because this is what you're going to need to add the other 3 strategies that I have for you, which are simple. They're really simple. But I want everybody to understand how to use the master sheet. Again, I'll go with this again. And I know you can probably forget, we can rewind and review everything. But the master sheet, 0 to 999, 1,000 numbers. Rundowns can be made out of any of those 1,000 numbers except for triple zeros. They can use 1, 2, 3, 317, 646. They got 7 triple sevens they'll use for a rundown. And what they try to do is hit the numbers the next day. It's practically impossible to do that. The best thing to do is track all the 1,000 numbers and know what's going on with them every day if you're an everyday player. And you don't even have to be an everyday player. If you want to play, depending on your level of play, always track the numbers and know where they're at. So when you do go ready to play, you'll know if column 10 ain't hit in 3 months. You'll know to go play column 10. Or maybe 4 months. I really haven't seen them play 4 months, but I'm not played 4 months, usually between 3 or 4. You automatically know where to get your straights from because you know this column ain't hit. And you'll probably play it for a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. And you play them till they come make that money. And then something's going to come off that column. Because you got to realize each one of these columns, they come 6 different ways. You're looking at 60 numbers there. You're not just looking at 10 numbers. You're looking at 60 numbers that ain't played in 3 months. By law of average, something's going to come off that column. And you don't have to do all the different tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the flips, the multiple different rundowns to find it. All you got to do is play the 10 numbers on the column. 50-cent box, or you can play them straight box. Because you know they ain't came in a quarter of a month, a third of a fourth of a month. Same way with the doubles. They come out less frequent, so yeah, you can have a column that don't hit a doubles in 3 to 4 months. But the thing is, you know where to go, what column to go get them numbers. You ain't never got to guess what column. Because you've been tracking. If you don't play for 3 months, and you see a column ain't hit for 3 months, you automatically know what 10 numbers you're going to play. That's the power of this strategy and this system and this system and this algorithm. Not trying to hit the numbers the next day. All that does is frustrate you and make you spend a whole lot of money that you don't really have to spend or have to spend. You know what I mean? A whole lot of money that you don't have to spend and a whole lot of money you don't have to spend. Okay? Okay, so that is how this is working. So you don't have to rush yourself. If you miss a number, fine. You ain't worried about it. Because you know these numbers, here's something that ain't failed in 4 months. That column, you already know something got to fall off of it by law average. And as you're tracking, you're going to start seeing the actual numbers and how they rotate in your own state. You don't have to go no book, nobody, nowhere. And after you get this, not even me to find your numbers in your state. Because if you call me and ask me what's playing in your state, I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I just gave you a perfect, simple strategy to track your own numbers. Don't take you 5 to 10 minutes or less to track every day. I'm not going to put myself in a position to try to predict numbers for no states. Because I know this works if you use it. And if you want it. And then I do a live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time to help you understand my strategy. I'm more monetary. I don't run, I don't hide. I'm going to help you be a winner. I'm going to help us all win. Because when you win, I win. And people winning with the strategy. Because they play in their own numbers in their own state. They're not going outside themselves or their state looking to figure out what numbers to play when all the numbers, these 0 to 9, 999, going to run different. Midday to evening, evening to midday. If you got 4 draws, all 4 of them 1,000 numbers going to run different. And all of the 1,000 numbers going to run different from state to state. And I'm going to predict and tell you what to play in your state. Not me. Not more monetary. I was born at night, but not last night. I know better than that one. Never come walk up to me and punch me in my eye because I told you 1, 2, 3 was coming in and it didn't. It ain't happening to me. You know, I'm showing you what I look like and who I am because I know my strategy will work for you if you use it. But I'm not going to predict no numbers in nobody's states. I'm going to give you everything you need to predict it in your own state. Okay? And I'm happy with my results and my winnings. And I'm just trying to help you be a much better Pick-3 player. But you won't ever have to guess what column you're going to play your numbers off of. Because if you see a column ain't failing, me, if I see a column ain't failing 4 months, you have to tie me down not to play that column. That's what you're going to have to do. Especially when, as you track, you done marked off and seen what number hasn't played. Just 22 simple numbers. I'm going to call these numbers off to you. In case you can't see them. Again, these are the base numbers. One of these numbers, when you do that 1-1 rundown I just showed you, will always be in the rundown. Column 1, 0, 1, 2. Column 2, 0, 1, 3. Column 3, 0, 1, 4. Column 4, 0, 1, 5. Column 5, 0, 1, 6. Column 6, 0, 1, 7. Column 7, 0, 1, 8. Column 8, 0, 2, 4. Column 9, 0, 2, 5. Column 10, 0, 2, 6. Column 11, 0, 2, 7. Column 12, 0, 3, 7. You get that? That's going to give you 70% of your 1,000 numbers you can look at a glance. And always know what's going on with those numbers when you're tracking them. Then here's the doubles, because they can come 6 different ways. Here's the doubles. Column 1, 0, 0, 1. Column 2, 0, 0, 2. Column 3, 0, 0, 3. Column 4, 0, 0, 4. Column 5, 0, 0, 5. Column 6, triple zeros. Column 7, 0, 1, 1. Column 8, 0, 2, 2. Column 9, 0, 3, 3. column 10, 044. Make this sheet out. Take a simple piece of paper, 2 pieces of paper. If you want to do that, make one for the singles and one for the doubles. And you're going to track what didn't come in January and February. Start marking them off. Do the 1-1 rundown on them. Okay? And if you got an Android phone, you can get an app called Pick-3 Rundowns. Pick-3 Rundowns by Blind Squirrel, LLC. Get that app. And it tell you to put the winning number in, and it has the different, like I said, the different rundowns you can use. It'll have like the 111, the 123, but all you want to use again is the 111 rundown. All right, the 1-1 rundown. And when you do that, and say, like you say, the 876 come in, and you do the 1-1 rundown in it, it's gonna give you these numbers here. All the numbers in between, except for the 876 again. But all these numbers in here between, just like this, the 210. And then you'll say, oh, okay, that's 210, and that I know that's under column 1, because it's 012. And you're gonna go to column 1 again, and you're gonna do the 012, and you'll find the 678. So if you can get that simple app, it's on I think you can get it on the iPhone, and you can get it on the Android. It's going to save you a lot of time going back, tracking the numbers that came in already, and just marking them off, finding the columns and marking them off, and build your data. Once you start doing that, and you start tracking and seeing what columns ain't here, you'll always know what 10 numbers to play, because you don't have to rush yourself. Me, I carry my daily numbers that I've accumulated from tracking that I carry every day, and I just watch the numbers. And like I'm watching a movie or something, okay, all right, this ain't hit in 3 months, I know I'm playing that column. Pick-4 in that column, ain't played in 4 months, I know when I hit, I'm playing this column. Simple and easy to use. It's a simple strategy or algorithm, as they call it. Just a strategy to lessen the pool of the numbers you have to play to win. Okay? Algorithm, strategy to lessen the pool, the numbers that you have to play to win. And you can't beat 22 numbers that have been broken down to 1,000 numbers that's easy for you to track. And you never have to go to anywhere, anybody, any book to guess, to know what numbers to play for your own state. That is, if you're playing your own money, you ought to do your own work. They just hit them, you know. And like I say, you don't want to be in position not playing because you want to, playing because you have to. Make Pick-3 fun. It's the only one that's trackable, teachable, and doable. And like I said, you can come and follow me Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can come, you can ask any questions, feel comfortable with asking me any questions. We all were new at one time. Don't feel bad or embarrassed, because there's other subscribers on there that's more than willing to help you. And some of them know stuff and ideas that I don't have, maybe, pretty much. Not about Pick-3 at a glance, but they do have their own pretty decent strategies that can help with this system and help you be a much better player. So, like Mo Money Terry always say, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.